Welcome to Physics for Aviation. I'm going to be using the light board this semester for doing all of this. It's going to take some learning for me. I'm going to adjust some of my slides. Here for the first overview, I'm going to leave my slides as are. And what you'll see on Canvas is I'll post a version of the slides for you, and I'll have a slightly different version that I use for myself most of the time. So let's talk about, in the broadest sense, why do you take a physics course? Well, we want you to be able to explain and understand how physics applies to things around you, right? And so physics is very much about the real world. We want you to recognize when physics methods and principles are appropriate and be able to use them in your major. And for you guys, that's aviation. This Sopwith Camel, by the way, a friend of mine is building that, right? That's his hangar behind it there. He has a house smaller than his hangar. He's building two airplanes in his hangar there. The Sopwith Camel is the first. The other one, I forget exactly what it is. I think it's a British plane that'll be coming out. Both World War I airplanes. All right. So what more specifically are we after? All right, use scientific method. Basic physics problems, you want to be able to understand those, use algebra and trig to solve them. Remember the units, right? You need to know the units on things. Units are what we're talking about. We'll talk about that a little bit more later in a later lecture. We're learning to use Excel this semester. I'm big on using Excel for a couple of reasons. One of them is you all have all kinds of different calculators. I can't see you using them in an online format. I can't help you use them in an online format, but I can teach you to use Excel correctly. And Excel is a fabulous tool. Once you get into it and start doing it correctly, you'll find out it makes your life easier. All right, you're going to have some ramp up at the beginning of the semester, but it will make your life easier. I'm going to make sure you're doing the order of operations, which in Excel I can see whether or not you're doing them correctly, where if you just give me a number out of your calculator, I can't. All right. More broadly, we're going to study motion, we're going to study energy, momentum, torque, statics, fluids, electricity, and electromagnetics, all to the best of my ability in the context of your major and what you do.